Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of the daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light only with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Hello, my beautiful lovers. What's popping? I hope you're having a good day, okay? Welcome to the new subscribers. Welcome back to my beautiful subscribers who are already here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you so very much for coming, and thanks for coming back, okay? So this is a Hermes message. I have notes, but I'm supposed to get the overall energy first, okay? First of all, you're a beautiful warrior, my love, okay? You fight real good, okay? You're very strong, very powerful type of energy you are, okay? You could use the violet flame a lot, or you could stand to use it a little bit more, okay? I use the violet flame all the time. That shit actually works. It works so well. I've seen 111 when it comes to like cleansing and clearing your energy, or even like smack dab in the middle of negative situations. The violet flame is the shit, okay? So like try to utilize it. You know, you don't have to, because I know on a lot of the violet flame meditations, it's like, you know, I am the violet flame and all of that. You know, you don't necessarily have to do that though. Your imagination is very powerful, okay? You can literally imagine the violet flame like burning around you, you know what I'm saying? That's really powerful, okay? So we got harmonic flight, okay? So now's the time for you to have harmonic flight. I feel like you really are in balance, like when it comes to like your shadow and light aspects, okay? Like you are a shapeshifter, okay? And also, okay, so you're a shapeshifter in the best way, like for the light. But there's a shapeshifter on the outside of you, kind of playing games, okay? So like there's that. I definitely know that energy is really there, because I was hearing that yesterday too when I was picking the decks, okay? So it's really important for you to like trust in your innocence at this time, okay? Know that you really truly are in alignment, and this is 54, so it just makes me think about you closing a lot of cycles, okay? You've closed a lot of cycles. So 29 could be significant, okay? You could be 29, okay? You could have your birthday on the 2nd or the 9th of any month, or in the 2nd month or the 9th month of the year, okay? You could be a life path number 2 or 9 or 5 or 4 or 11 or 9, okay? I already said 9 twice, okay? So emphasis on life path number 9, okay? Let's see, what else? What's going on the outside of them with this negative shapeshifter energy? So we got in dangerous company, ops in the camp, okay? So this is definitely somebody that you know very well, okay? I heard family member, could be family energy, okay? We got fraud, okay? You can have a family member who's into fraud. I'm gonna get some of these, what are they called? Physical features cards, okay? So we might like describe them a little bit, okay? But this says ID theft, money order, credit card, wire transfer, money laundering, you know, checks, fake checks and shit like that, okay? This person could be really into doing those things, or they used to do those things a lot in the past, and now that fraudulent energy and activity is about to catch up with them, okay? Somebody could be a Sagittarius, okay? We got poisoning. This person could have tried to poison you in the past, or even stole things from you. Maybe they were using your identity, okay? Using your name while they're doing money fraud and check fraud, you know what I mean? And all kinds of bullshit, okay? Somebody into like burglary, robbery, grand theft, okay? It says thief, purse snatching, intellectual, pickpocket, copyright, they'll steal anything. You really make these individual efforts, okay? You do shit solo. You ride solo, dolo. We got Aquarius, okay? The West could be significant. You could live on the West Coast or the west side of your town or your city or whatever. But you're safe as hell, okay? Justice is prevailing in your life, and all wrongs done against you are being corrected. Justice is being served, okay? You could even be about to win like some sort of court case, because it says that on here, court case 1, okay? You could have some sort of ongoing case. We got it wasn't me, it was you framed, okay? So this is what I'm saying, like this shapeshifter has been doing things in your name on purpose, okay? They've been doing things in your name on purpose in order to make you look like you're some sort of criminal or whatever, but it's easy to see when it gets investigated. Like people don't think about like cameras and, all of these different things they can use to place them at the scene rather than you. Like it's so much more than just them using your name, okay? So I think somebody's a dumb criminal, okay? We got karmic friend coming up against you when I part the deck, okay? Watching your money and finances. Like somebody really pays a lot of attention to you and the way that you move so they can try to figure out the best way to do fraud in your name. It's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. So can we get like some descriptions of this fraudulent ass person, okay? Somebody could have like really fluffy hair, okay? They could rock like a fro. Also, they could have, and their fro could have like blonde tips, or somebody could just have blonde tips because it looks like that's kind of what she got going on in the card. They could kind of look like this. They could resemble this person, okay? But they don't necessarily have to. It just does just say fluffy hair, okay? We got blue eyes, okay? Somebody can have blue eyes, or they can have, I'm telling you, this blonde hair is significant. Somebody definitely got some blonde hair going on. We got age range 27 to 45, okay? What else? We got fashionista, okay? This person could like dress really cute, really nice, very fashionable. They could always look nice, but they ain't that nice, okay? Like real bitchy high school girl type of vibes, okay? What else? Let me get 4 more. Okay, so this person could rock like handkerchiefs, or like anything that covers their head, bonnets or hats or whatever sometimes. We got powerful, okay? This person could be like in a powerful position, like in their company or in their life, or they could just perceive themselves to be very powerful. Like they feel like they are able to get over on you in some sort of way, like because they have more power, okay? But I think you operate with this energy of individuality, okay? Somebody could have a scar. You could have a significant scar, or somebody else could. This is definitely giving woman energy, okay? But somebody could have a beard, and look at that blonde energy right there, okay? We got peachy skin tone, okay? So somebody could have like a peachy skin tone, or have like peachy or red undertones to their skin, and whoever they are, they're actually quite attractive, okay? Like they're cute. Maybe they think that like being cute lets them get away with being very nasty or doing a lot of like really negative underhanded types of things, but it really doesn't, okay? I think that you see this person very clearly. This could be somebody you've already removed from your life. Yeah, somebody you've already shown this forgiveness to, It says releasing the stronghold of anger, resentment, and vengeance towards any connections to people, places, and making amends. This is what you have done in your life, and that's why this person won't be successful when it comes to like framing you for fraud or trying to convince people that you're a criminal, because like I said in the beginning, you are a warrior, okay? Very powerful energy, very strong protection over your life and over your journey, and this person has just decided to make themselves some sort of competitor to you, and they're really doing it in secret. You have been incarnated to strive through many spiritual and physical trials and tribulations. Hello. You have evolved into like a spiritual leader, a spiritual teacher, some sort of conqueror, okay? And it looks really great on you. This person could be trying to like come into your dreams, you know what I mean? But I think when they do try to come into your dreams, they could be getting like sleep paralysis, okay? Like this, or they could be having a really hard time sleeping. They could be not getting that much sleep. We got white magic, but it's because like you do this white magic like so very naturally. I said you could use the violet flame a lot because, and that is fucking this person. This person that's doing all of this fraud, the violet flame is whooping their ass, okay? Like, it has, like, totally cleansed and cleared your energy of all the negative, like, vibes and things that this person sends at you. I feel like this person could do magic. I feel like black magic, okay? Not the kind of magic you do, I feel like if they could get this magic to work on you, then it probably would be really easy to like frame you for fraud or some shit or get you into trouble. And this could have even been someone who got you into quite a bit of trouble in the past, but they don't have that kind of power anymore, and it's just really fucking them up because they're an incubus or a succubus, a demon that seeks to have sexual intercourse with sleeping victims to steal their energy. These demons may also possess people as well, but I don't think that they necessarily like, they could be like trying to disguise in your dreams and have sex with you in your dreams. But they don't necessarily have to be trying to have sex with you physically to be trying to suck that energy or to try to like fill themselves with what you have, which makes me remember that I had notes. Okay, so the note says we're always attracted to people. Okay, first of all, I see this commercial, this Heartland commercial, the show Heartland. You could watch Heartland. I don't, but that really caught my attention. They really forced me to write that down. Okay, it said the quote. Okay, the guy or some chick, somebody was talking, and they said we're always attracted to people with things they have that we want within ourselves. Unfortunately, those are the things they can't give us, the things we can only give ourselves. And then the next commercial said, happy shapeshifting, everyone. And so that's what I was saying. Like both of you guys are shapeshifters. You guys are able to adapt, to switch and change, and to present like a lot of different energies. And I think yours works very well for you. It's like a positive thing that you do. It's not necessarily something that you do to like get over on people or to trick people. And I think that this incubus succubus energy, she uses this shit a lot to get her way and to get things that she wants and to suck energy from certain people, but she's like tripping out because she's not able to do that to you. Yeah, we got health because you're way too healthy, right? You're way too healthy, and it's like you are a healer. You heal other people a lot. It's because, like, first of all, when you do a lot of healing for yourself, that shit ripples out and it affects everyone that you come into contact with. But I mean, you could actually work in the healing field where you really do like work specifically with certain people and help them to heal certain energies within themselves. You could be like some sort of holistic healer, okay? It says holistically, it represents your mind, body, and soul. Each part works in unison with the others. If one is out of balance, all are out of balance. So, like I said already, you're in balance. When I pulled out the harmonic flight card, you're totally balanced and aligned with the right energies. And this incubus, succubus energy is just completely out of whack. What's forgiveness and warrior? We got evil eye, so they're throwing a lot of evil eye your way. It says looks given to inflict harm, bad luck, or suffering onto another person, to curse someone through the eyes out of jealousy, envy, or malintent. What's warrior and night visits? We got bait, okay? So this person could be trying to like bait you into some sort of situation, or I don't feel like there's somebody. I mean, it does say ops in the camp, and that's why I said it could be family energy. Whoever it is, they trying to bait you into like arguments, or they could be it's like the energy of them. I seen 1221. Okay, it's like the energy of them being very nice, like that let's go on vacation, let's go out to the club type shit, so they can get you in a situation like where there could be drinks or whatever, and then it's easy for them to start something with you or to make you look faulty in some sort of way. But I don't think that you're entertaining the offers or the bullshit. Okay, it says attempting into seductive offer to lure you into something with a sinister nature, playing at your senses to draw you into a trap. What's night visits and white magic? We got enemies, okay? Ay, ay, ay. It says those who plot against you in the shadows and in the light, wanting to see your downfall and come in between you, success, and the light. And it's like that's what this whole thing is about. It's all about ruining your success or ruining your progress in some sort of way. And it's just like, it's real crazy. What's white magic and succubus? Because it's a woman, okay? It's woman energy. We got sacrifice, okay? So maybe this person had high hopes, thinking they were going to be able to like make you some sort of sacrifice or put you in a position where you have to make so many sacrifices that you never see success or progress, or you never move forward. It says having blood on their hands through a lust for greed and power, willing to do whatever to gain something they want or need, okay? And in this case, I feel like it's just more of like your energy, your personality. I heard like your persona, like somebody wants to like shape shift into your good adaptive nature type of energy, but they have to genuinely be offering that energy in order to shift into that, okay? We got the sword of truth. It says the power to break through any lies and deception, cutting through to the truth and tapping into the truth regardless of what's blocking it. And this is the kind of power that you hold through all of this healing. So this person is just like, I just seen somebody like, in the cartoons where they like get so mad that their whole head turns like red. Like somebody is hella pissed off because they can't pretend to be you or to be like you. What succubus in hell? Like you're too original, like I said, and you're such a like beautiful individual type of energy. Like it's really hard to copy or to duplicate what it is that you offer. We got the forces of light because that's what you represent. It says the forces of light and everything that's good, fair, peaceful, and loving in the world. It says forces working to bring peace and salvation to the earth, like you're so good. And so that's why everything is turning upside down for this person. This person is receiving karma. Come on, this Judas ass biatch, okay? Getting this karma, okay? It says enemies being turned on their heads for coming against you, plot schemes and attacks blowing up in their faces, reversals, okay? Karma says those who have casted spells or plotted against the innocent in any way will receive a flaming hot dose of their own medicine. So this person could be about to get caught for doing this fraud that they tried to frame you for, They could have like dangerous company in their camp, people that don't trust them, that are trying to fuck them or frame them for some shit, okay? They could be dealing with this Judas energy because that's the energy that they were putting out when they were supposed to be being close to you or being loyal to you in some sort of way. It says one who is a traitor and betrays under the guise of friendship, pretends to be a loyal supporter or friend, but is plotting behind your back. Come on. It just so clear. What else? Yeah, so this person is like totally heartbroken, but they don't want to give it a rest, They want to keep making these very same investments. It's like they're willing to take this, to the death, They feel like they're in a fight to the death with you for your energy, and that's crazy. What's forgiveness? Warrior and evil eye. We got the hermit, okay? So like I said, you spend a lot of time on your own, and it makes it very hard for people to like bait you into conflict or into situations where you could come out like in a negative space or where you'll fall for the bullshit, like you always survive every little trap or every little thing that somebody sets up for you. You always know exactly what to say or exactly what to do to get you out of that because you're very guided. Virgo energy could be highly significant, okay? This is Leo on this Five of Wands card, but I'm not gonna, there's no but, okay? But Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? So Aries, okay, that's what they wanted me to say, okay? We got the Seven of Wands. I feel like you're doing a great job of standing your ground, and it wanted to like fall out in reverse. So I feel like, and it's going right under enemies. I feel like they're just having such a hard time attacking you. They can't, okay? Like, geez. And this is why I be like, oh, I like the positive readings, because I feel like we learn more, we hear new stuff, I feel like this is old news. That's why I'm saying this, I just feel like hang it up, flat screen, okay? Plasma, hey Nikki, asthma, I got the pumps, it ain't got medicine, I got bars, citizen, I'm a bad bitch, I'm a cut, and I'll kick that hoe, putt, okay? We got the star, forced trauma, blunt, you play the back, bitch, I'm in the front, you need a job, this ain't cutting it, Nicki Minaj, and see you ain't fucking, okay? We got the lovers. I feel like this person cannot fuck with you, okay? And like, I feel like you're very confident with that Nicki Minaj energy, I feel like you're a star and you're a star, okay? Aquarius, Gemini could be significant. Like, you really maintain this beautiful balance, and you're like in touch with like the dark and the light. So it's like you're not afraid to like stand up for yourself, you know, or call out some evil eye, or call out some bullshit, or call out a hater when you see one. And it's just like really upsetting to this person, because it's like they can't hide anymore. What's Herman in the Five of Wands? I feel like they were hiding behind your energy for a long time when you were fucking with them, and then the wheel turned in your favor, and you ended up on the right path where you needed to be, and it caused this big rift in between the two of you guys. And also, you started to see all of this person's actions that they was doing in the past for what they really were, which was a bunch of just acts of hating and acts of aggression that they was trying to get away with doing right in your face, and you just really wasn't happy with the disrespect. So now this person is like tripping out, trying to figure out how they can get back in your energy. What's the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands? We got justice, okay? But now's the time for you to receive justice, okay? So it's just not happening, you know? Or like it's going right in between bait and enemies, you know? So that I feel like, but okay, let me go back to the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Because it went in between evil eye and bait, you know? I feel like they're really evil eyeing this destined path in a major way, you know? Like they want to see this shit fall and see this crumble. And that's why they're trying to bait you. Maybe they want you to like act in a way that's unjust, or in a way that doesn't reflect who you are, in a way that makes you look more like an enemy than like, you know, the healing, beautiful light force that you are. What's the Seven of Wands and the Star? We got the Page of Cups, okay? Yeah, so I don't know. Somebody's up to something. So be very careful, like, who you hanging out with at this time, okay? We got Libra energy out here too, okay? And Jupiter energy. I feel like now is a very abundant time for you. Like I said, you're in this energy of like harmonic flight, okay? With the Three of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck and the fucking sun, baby, please. Please, now is your time, okay? Now is your time to shine. There's so many fucking ships coming in, okay? And you just over here like, you know, like chilling, just smelling roses and flowers and being abundant and shit. And this person is trying to dredge up this old shit, okay? Like, what's the Star and the Lovers? We got the Eight of Pentacles, okay? So I feel like you really are doing a great job when it comes to working very hard, but and putting like perfecting your skills, your craft, even yourself and your environment. And this incubus succubus is working very hard on destroying that or ruining that for you, okay? We got the Queen of Cups, could be a fucking mother energy or some sort of mother figure in your life, okay? We got the Hanged One, but I think they're being enlightened that you've already released that bullshit that they was kicking, you know? Like now you're this leader energy and you're standing in your strength, and all of the sneaky shit that they keep trying to do to like make you look bad or make you look, you know, faulty or scandalous in some sort of way, it just isn't working. And so all they can do is watch from like out in the cold, you know, like they out in the cold looking in your warm ass windows and seeing your seeing your fire burn, seeing your passions lit, and seeing you open and happy and to accepting all of this beautiful abundance that's coming into you, okay? With the King of Pentacles, I was gonna say the Queen of Pentacles, which makes me just think about you being very compassionate and loving, and that's why you're so wealthy, you know? Like it is the feminine part of you that makes you the King of Pentacles, okay? But you could literally be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? Or a Scorpio, okay? But yeah, this person is in sadness and despair because no obstacles can stop you. Like they're seeing that you really do have like divine intervention in your life, that you really do have like some higher power helping you, because that's the only way that you could be getting out of all of these situations they tried to bait you into in the past, you know? Like you made it through, okay? I'm hearing that song by Mariah Carey. I can make it through the rain. I can stand up once again on my own. And I know that I'm strong enough to mend. And every time I feel afraid, I hold tighter to my faith. You know, it's like Anytime there's an issue or a problem or something goes wrong, you hold tighter to your faith. You don't go around and start trying to figure out whose energy you can siphon and how you can step on somebody's head to get yourself up higher out of where you are. You work hard, you hold stick tight to your faith, and you don't let people turn you into something other than the beautiful star that you are. And that's making it so hard for this person, okay? What's the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Five of Wands? We got memories of love. I think when it does come to the people around you, or like to the people you've been through difficult things in the past with, I feel like when you do think of them, like, I don't know, you might have some negative thoughts popping up or whatever sometimes, but just because that's more you feeling that energy of the negative shit that they're thinking or trying to project at you. I think when you think of them on your own, you try to think of like positive things about them that you like, because, or maybe this could be something you're really working on, trying to retrain your brain around the way that you think about people in your past, and that's really good. That's a really good move for you, okay? Continue to do that and just keep following your intuition toward this place of healing, because like thinking about this person negative, it just gives them some sort of empowerment, and I think that's something that you figured out. And also you just cut your energy completely off from this bitch, okay? What's the Five of Wands, the Justice, and the Seven of Wands? We got sacrifice, okay? So it's like you're coming out of this, like you've been rising out of this very muddy situations that you've been in the past with certain people, like scotch-free, clean, looking innocent and looking amazing. And that just makes them even more upset and makes them want to attack you even more, you know? Like they cannot stand your hope for the future and your confidence and your belief in yourself and your ability to do things on your own. You don't need a crew, you don't need any backup, and they wish you did so they can, you know, throw themselves out there and be like, da, 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 you know, I'm here, I want to help, and so they can like secretly sabotage everything that you do. What's the Star, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Lovers? We got the heart chakra, okay? This is what I'm saying. Beautiful ass heart chakra energy. Following your heart path, like who was saying that? Horus was saying that yesterday, you know. You're following your heart path, and that shit brings you so much beautiful protection. And it's just like your heart chakra, oh my gosh, it's so powerful. Like I could like feel it in my chest, baby, okay? You could like feel your heart chakra, you could feel your third eye chakra all the time, you know, just like tingling and just feeling weird, okay? What's memories of love and sacrifice? We got spiritual union, okay? That's because you're in spiritual union with the divine. This is why you can literally like feel your gifts. You can feel these energies. The way that you meditate has advanced so much, and it's such a powerful thing that you do, okay? Like nobody is going to be able to break up this union that you've made with the divine, or to affect you or make you go backwards in any way. They have officially failed, okay? They've been done that. They have been done failed, and they need to find something else to do. Yeah, we got partnerships and alliances, okay? But instead, they're like trying to partner up, trying to make new alliances with other people in order to like sabotage you. And it's just like so stupid. With solitude and heart chakra, we got positive movement forward. And that's why you doing things kind of solo dolo is paying off very positive for you, okay? Like there's nothing but positive movement happening, because when you separated yourself from a lot of these people, or from this very specific angry bitch, okay, this brought a lot of accelerated motion, and this person is just like really, really envious of it and doing a lot of deceptive things to like try to affect your authority, or to try to make you feel some sort of emotional loss or sadness, or to make you feel like you're a failure. Like they're projecting a lot of negative energies at you, and you have a lot of patience and faith, okay? And that's why you're always triumphant along the journey, you know? Like prosperity been growing in your life. It been started like years ago, you know? And it's like this bitch is just discontent and bored, so they want to attack your creative energies and stop you from doing something so you can feel worse or be in the same boat with them, okay? Jeez. What's memories of love, spiritual union, and sacrifice? We got it's set with surrender, okay? So continue to surrender to the divine, okay? Continue to put your relationships in the hands of God and to just let your spirit team deal with certain things, you know? Like, don't feel like you have to like address anybody. I mean, you do what you want, you know. If you feel like checking a bitch today, then who am I to tell you that is wrong? Okay? But spirit really wants you to surrender. Like, don't feel the need to don't be easily baited into this bullshit, because this is like exactly what somebody wants. Like I said, they get energy from that. They get energy from getting a rise out of you or making you upset or getting you to a place where you have to yell, you know. Like, they love that shit. What's sacrifice, partnership, and alliance, and solitude? We got shame, okay, with long bubby Susie, okay? I think like maybe people want you to feel ashamed, or maybe this person and their little crew that they've hooked up with, you know, like they just suffer with these very deep feelings of shame within themselves. They are having a really hard time like surrendering to the divine or surrendering to the truth of who they are and the things that they have gotten into in the past, you know. Like, they're having a real hard time accepting accountability for their own actions and the way that their life has gone. With solitude, positive movement forward, and heart chakra. Ooh, we got a tet with worthiness, you know, like they just really genuinely don't feel worthy, and that's why they attack you, because you feel worthy and they see all these energies within you, you know. They're attracted to you. Like I said with the note, they're attracted to you because you have things that they want within themselves. But unfortunately, that's not something they can steal from you or sabotage you and make you look bad to get. You know, like, even if they ruin all your shit and tear you down to a place where you feel bad about yourself too, it's still not going to bring them any growth or any advancement, okay? So continue to shine and be beautiful and be that amazing star healing energy that you're being, okay? Because it's not your responsibility to fix not another person, okay? Let's surrender and shame. We got celestial alignment. Like I said, you're very, you are really in alignment, okay? And it is looking so good on you, okay? Like, it's so gorgeous. You've reached this place where you're just like extremely powerful and nothing can touch you unless you decide it can touch you, you know? What's shame and worthiness? And people are just ashamed because they feel like, you know, it's not fair that you are there and they're not, and you won't tell them or, you know, hold their hand and walk them into some shit because you feel like you had to figure that shit out on your own, you know. And it's like, you know, they stabbed you in the back, and they if they wanted your help, then I think they would have been more loyal to you. They would have cared more about what you were going through, and they would have been more sensitive to your situation and not running around, you know, trying to frame you for fraud or talking about you behind your back or treating you like shit. Okay? And that's why all their secrets are being revealed, and they're always going to be revealed, because you choose to operate out of a more positive energy, okay? You are someone who is very grounded, and you deserve to experience a lot of pleasure in this lifetime because you've gone through a lot of bullshit, but you still managed to stay innocent and to utilize your faith rather than going to the like dark side, you know. Even if you have been, you know, dabbled in the dark side, I don't think that you ever turned your back on God or really truly turned your back on yourself. And now you're seeing like the beautiful truth of who you really are, and you're living out loud, and it's attracting a lot of good juju to you. And that's why you're coming off as like so fucking powerful in this reading, because you are, baby. Like, for real. I'm excited. I'm excited about how powerful and beautiful you are. Like, for real. What's celestial alignment, surrender, and shame? I love these little cards, okay? It says, contrary to popular belief, I know exactly what I'm doing, you know? And it's like, like these people, my bad, this person could be looking at you or acting like, you look silly, you don't know what you're doing, you ain't doing big shit. Watch when I get that energy. Watch what I do with that shit. If I looked like that, or if I had this, or if I could do that, I'd be a cool. Well, you don't, and you can't, and you don't. You know what I mean? And so it's just like a whole bunch of like, you know, ifs, like this person getting drunk off these ifs, okay? If it was a fifth, we all be drunk. Like, people just, this person, like, they really want to walk in your shoes real bad. And it's just, like, weird. Like, they are judging you and what you do, but they don't even know nothing about doing what you do or none of that shit. And I mean, like, in every area of life. They judging every fucking thing you do, okay? They don't know shit about you, your life, and what you doing. And I feel like you keep it that way on purpose. It says I don't have to be perfect to be fucking awesome. You know? Like, you embrace all of your imperfections, and that really, really fucks people up who aren't happy with who they are, right? Because it just perplexes the shit out of them. They just really don't understand. Like, this person's so confused by your energy, but at the same time, they want to hold it. And it's an energy that requires you to understand yourself. You know what I mean? To even understand, like, at the very base level, what kind of energy you're capable of holding. And I just feel like this is the kind of person that, like, when they hear great things that they're able to hold, or you might spend a lot of time at Sprouts, okay? When they hear about the great power that they could hold or the potential that they carry, they don't even believe that, okay? They don't even believe in their potential to hold power that they didn't steal. That's kind of deep. What else? It says, I can and I will, because I'm a badass like that, okay? So you can and you will always progress and become more powerful and be the success that you have decided you want to be, or that you're going to be. And it ain't a damn thing that this person that's trying to frame you or, get back at you in some sort of way can do about that shit. It says, don't ever stray from yourself to get closer to someone else, okay? And that's exactly what this person is doing, like straying away from everything that they at a soul level should be representing, just to get closer to your energy and to present like they are who you are at a soul level. It's just crazy. So, what is the final thought on this? We got confidence, okay? So you're so fucking confident. And we got heal right here. You need to keep that thing going. This is the peacock, though, too. And the peacock can also symbolize, like, the ego and not really thinking properly, really kind of using all of this cuteness, like, to get everything that you want. I feel like somebody feels like, because they're attractive, because, they're a fashionista, or they got blue eyes, or they got, this is, all natural, like people that care about how long your hair is and shit. Like, somebody's very superficial, very egotistical, as beautiful or as attractive as they may be. It says a pea foul, though. It says this card represents self-confidence and assuredness, often associated with vanity or pride. The beautiful display of the peafowl has long been venerated by artists, authors, playwrights, and philosophers. Despite negative associations, pride in oneself, self-love, and confidence are important parts of positive self-esteem, okay? So that's like your biggest weapon right now. All of this positive self-esteem that you have built up within yourself, and these are the qualities that people see in you that they want to, what did I say? That they want within themselves, all of this self-love and confidence and positive self-esteem that you have, they want that too. but I don't understand how tearing you down is supposed to get them these things. It's just like they don't understand the way that life works, or the way that their own energy works, or the power of their mind. It says, this card reminds you that confidence can be the key to your success and urges you to take pride in how far you have come. If we read the peafowl through the lens of Greek mythology, the bird is associated with the goddess Hera, who gifts the creature with hundreds of eyes which they hold within their tails. Thus, the peafowl has also become a symbol of watchfulness, okay? Which gives me this energy of like nothing gets past you. It's like your divine guides have blessed you with all of these eyes, big earth angel energy, right? According to how they say angels really look. Like beautiful earth angel energy on you, and you've been blessed with like all of these different eyes. Like it's very hard to get things past you. It says this card may signify attention and vigilance, or a warning not to let one's guard down. It might also be seen as a symbol of theoretical pursuits, performance, or confidence when under the gaze of others. And also, it's like you're not afraid to let your light shine, or to let other people see exactly who you are, or exactly what you have to offer. Like you're not, you're, even if you're shy, like you're willing to like speak up for yourself and represent yourself in the very best way. And that's really cute, okay? So it says the peafowl card might warn against arrogance, vanity, and self-arrangement. And I feel like that's what this other like negative shape-shifting person is on. It says, remember that just as Hera gifted eyes on the peacock's tail, remain vigilant of others. They may also be vigilant of the self. Do not be afraid to turn your own eyes inward and ask yourself if the confidence you have is earned. And I feel like your confidence that you have is absolutely earned. And this person on the outside of you, it's almost like he's saying like they don't have the right to be this damn confident and cocky about taking you down. Like it's not something to be proud of, to like constantly evil eye and hate on and attack someone in this way. And it's like on top of all that, you've taken the time to actually truly forgive the bullshit and not even be worried about it. Like you got the nerve to be over here unbothered, just meditating and praying and doing violet flames and shit. And it's just like really getting this person a lot of karma at this time, okay? So be careful of people like reaching out to you, trying to hang out all of a sudden, or trying to like lure you out to do things that you don't really want to go do with them. Please go out, do things, have fun, hang out with people that you feel you can trust and that you feel give you that energy of love. But do follow your intuition when it comes to people that you already kind of released and you ain't fucking with them like that. Don't be hanging out with them, because for what. So with that, I'm done. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, that you got something that you needed out of this, and I will see you later. Bye.